Um, my name is Pardon. I'm on the forums as ARV CPA out on the MLB The Show forums. This is not going to be a video about me going 12-0 in VR. This is not going to be a video of me getting to 900 or making World Series and ranked. That's not me. I love playing this game. I've been playing since 2008. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the market and how I've taken everything since basically the Saturday after launch and loaded it into Excel. So if you guys are kind of stat geeks, or if you kind of follow the market or kind of want to see where things are heading or do some analysis in Excel, then this is for you. If not, you're not going to hurt my feelings. It's probably not everybody's cup of tea what I'm going to be able to show you here. But anyway, if you're interested in the market, I thought this was kind of interesting. So long story short, there's 3 ways to pull market data or card data prices in MLB The Show. One is to take a look at the actual in-game itself. So they've got the marketplace. You can go and filter based on certain cards, certain attributes, etc., and pull up prices. Next is the app. And again, MLB The Show's got a great app, really easy to buy, sell, manage your team, see your progress. The app has kind of come a long way over the last couple of years. It's something that I really like using. Third way is via the web. So you can see my little green ball here. This is all the prices for all the sellable cards. Now that's what I'm focusing on today, the sellable cards. I'm not talking about the ones that are part of collections or cards that you get as part of packs where you can't resell them. That's not included here either. I'm only concerned with what you can buy and sell. So if you take a look down here at the bottom, there's between 1 and 70 pages of market data. Now you can take a particular dump of each one of these, dump them into Excel one at a time. What I've done is using Power Query, which is a tool that's really easy to use. I was able to go in, and if you look down here, I got page 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So I went in and basically did this 70 times. It took a while to set it up, but not that hard once you copy, paste, etc. So when I refresh this, it goes and pulls the player, their overall buy now, sell now, their position, the team, the set, which is new this year, the core versus set 1, the series, live, is it available for an event? Is it currently supercharged, yes or no? And then the inside edge. So it pulls it for every single one of the 70 pages. Now this is going to grow over the course of the year. So it'll be interesting to see how many pages we end up with. I think we ended up with a couple hundred last year, if not more. So yeah, since we're at the beginning of the cycle, we only have 70, not too bad. And at the end, once I pull all those, there's just this quick append query that basically says, take all those other 70 sheets and smush them together into one, okay? So I've got all this data for all the cards. And if you look down here at the bottom, I've got, let's see, how many pages do I have, or how many players? 1,729, right, minus the header row. And again, there's new cards trickling in. I know the duo packs. They've been adding, some cards here or there. I'm sure once we get to, some of the upcoming events, there's going to be additional cards added, etc. Probably even this Friday, I think April 7th, there's a new event dropping. So there'll be, I'm sure, at least 3 or 4 more new cards in there. But anyway, this just goes in and pulls all of them. Now, this is just kind of raw data. Yeah, fine, whatever. It's this big table, Arden. What's so fancy about this? If I then come in, I dumped it all into another Excel table, stamped it with date and time. So the first time I pulled this was Saturday the 25th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right here. See if I can make this a little bigger here. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I do a couple lookups to tell me which league it's in, national, American, or free agent. Same with divisions, Central, East, West, or free agents. And currently what their rarity is. So are they diamond, gold, silver, bronze, etc. Then what I did was I made some pivot tables, okay, to pull data, sort them, whatever. Oh, real quick here too. Sorry about the pivot tables here. You'll notice it's starting, again, I started pulling them at basically, 3 o'clock on Saturday the 25th. I'm pulling it 3 times a day. I'm pulling it at 7 o'clock in the morning, basically when I get up, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, middle of the afternoon, and 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if I'm going to do this for much longer because it's painful and it takes a long time. Actually, it doesn't take a long time. It takes about 15 minutes at this point to refresh it and update it. I just was curious because I wanted to see how these things are moving, even through the day, like through the first couple of weeks. I'm curious to see, obviously there's a huge bounce at the beginning of the year. Everybody's super expensive. Then things kind of settle down a little bit. And then depending upon stub sales, pack sales, flash sales, collection rewards, these things, bounce around. So this is great, tables, etc. But what I've done is I've made 3 sets of pivot tables that kind of take and start slicing and dicing this, right? So right now, what you're looking at is just in the American League. Now, if you know how slicers work in Excel, basically you just click on them to change the data, change your view. So here's NL, National League. Here's all, I'm not quite sure what you guys can see here. Here's all the diamonds for all the divisions. Here's where they are, the Braves, Dodgers, Pirates, etc. And then here's all the players. So we can see Mookie. I got lucky and pulled a Mookie, I think 2 days in. I've never pulled a big card like early. And I think I sold them right around here. Now, these are the sell now prices. Remember, we talked about the market. I'm not going to go into the whole buy now, sell now. Other people do that better than I do. But I'm charting the sell now prices, which is what you can basically buy the card for, or pretty close to, if you go out and put a buy order in, not a buy now, but a buy order in. So you can see Mookie get up to about 132,000 here in the middle of, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Monday afternoon, but he's been kind of creeping up ever since. You'll notice most of the diamonds kind of creeping up, the higher diamonds, which I think has been typical in past years. I think that's basically what happens over the first couple of weeks. And if I just look at the AL, you'll see here, Mike's actually come down a little bit. Trout, so actually they've been staying pretty steady here. But anyway, it's just one way to come in and be able to see individual players. I could say come into the, let's see, let's come over to my old favorite NL. Let's go gold and let's go my Pirates. Yes, you've seen my logo on the website, on the forum, Pirates. I am a Pirates fan, terrible. And my buddy Brian. So Brian has been kind of doing, 600, pretty much a basically quick sell and bounced up because I think he had a couple home runs against the Red Sox the other day. So maybe a little supercharge him. I don't know. There was, and again, so you can take a look at any team. Now, again, my Pirates have one whole gold. If I take a look and let's take a look at the Braves. Okay, so the Braves have several, golds out here between Matt Olson. I'm really curious to see if these prices jump, right? Because we get the Atlanta Braves City Connect program coming out on, I'm going to guess Friday. It isn't announced yet. It isn't out there. I know that I think they're wearing their jerseys this coming Saturday, the 8th. And in the past, last year, SDS put out, these City Connect programs where you could earn their jerseys and whatnot. And typically they had exchanges and the prices of some of these golds would go through the roof. So did I buy Ozzy Albies? Did I buy 100 Ozzy Albies? Maybe. Yeah, actually I bought 147 of them. So I hope that that goes up in value. But whatever. This isn't about speculation. This is just about what this thing does. So if this kind of stuff is interesting to you, A, let me know. B, I'll be happy to share the file with you. C, maybe you have some other ways or other, other ways that you'd like to view this data. Again, so here's my basically player by player. Then I've got what it takes to do the live series collection. So I think it was Schnauzerface had asked something about why are the Reds and why are the did he ask why the Reds are so high? I don't remember. Anyway, we get the Reds live series that basically filter out any team that doesn't have a diamond. So these guys just have gold, silver, bronzes, etc. The thought is that, again, they've been trending down a little bit, but Rob Dibble is I think he's an 87 collection reward, and Rob Dibble's always a pretty decent card because he just throws a million miles an hour and people have trouble hitting him, especially online, or at least I do. So that's, just kind of interesting to see where these things are floating out. I think he was the Giants right here, if I kind of hover. So the Giants, he had said was kind of high, and they're higher than the rest. I don't really have an answer why, why they're kind of floating around high. But anyway, this is just kind of a way to take a look at, various cards that are various, what's it going to take to do a particular collection. Obviously, if I filter off, some of these other teams, if I just go ahead and click on the Guardians, they're obviously higher. Where's my Mets? And let's do my Angels. Yeah, so the Mets and Angels, obviously the two of the most expensive ones out there, and they're kind of trending flat here. Again, I was used to seeing these kind of creep up a little bit. I think in prior years, there's other folks on the forums that could, validate that. I also have one out here for the other series. So this is basically focusing on the live. This is focusing on the other one. So you can see here we've got, there's not a whole lot of these other cards out there that are available right now. Second half here is just Wade Boggs. All-Star, we get a few. I think Nick and Walker were freebies on the XP path. Let's see, awards. Yeah, Brooks Robinson just kind of poked in today. The big one, obviously, the WBC. Tons and tons of cards out here for the WBC. Here, let's take a look at just like the silvers. Oops. Can you click on that? Oh, here we go. Just taking a minute. It's just slow. Oops. WBC. And the silvers. Now, these are the guys that you get from the BR program. And again, they've been kind of trending down as more people have been probably plowing through the BR program and probably selling these off. Let's see, what else? I just got a table out here to try to track, okay, who's currently supercharged, like the last date they were supercharged, the first date they were supercharged. So anyway, just a bunch of stuff out here. If you find something like this interesting, let me know. I'll be happy to share it with you. I'll get you the link. I'll get it to you via email. I'll have it on a drive out there somewhere. If it's interesting to you, that'd be great. Take a spin in it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's other things that you'd like to see. I'm trying to come up with, some other ways to view like prices, average price for a 73 live series or something like that. Just weird things. But anyway, thanks for listening. I'm sorry about the production quality of this video. There is, this obviously isn't something that I do all the time, but I appreciate you taking a minute to look. And like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Bye.